Hello there, and welcome to another amazing episode of the Buzz Around at Texoma. I am your host, Zach Grantham, and of course, we want to thank our friends over at the Point Restaurant out there at Grand Pepe Point Resort and Marina on Lake Texoma for being a huge sponsor for this video podcast. And of course, we have another special guest from Heart Hospice coming up here in just a moment, so stick around for that. But right now, I have Stephanie with the Crysis Control. Did I get that right? Did I say it wrong?
You said it wrong.
Oh, what is it? Crysis Control Center. There you go. Got to look at the polo there. Well, Stephanie, I got that right at least. All right, Stephanie, how are you today?
I'm great.
I knew I was going to mess it up, but that's all.
That's okay.
It's all good. It won't be the last time. I promise you that. All right, Stephanie. Well, tell us a little bit about what you guys got going on over there. I know y'all have a whole bunch of events and things happening over the next couple of months.
We do. So October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. And the Crysis Control Center focuses on serving men and women, families that suffer with domestic violence. So we have an emergency shelter if you need out of your home immediately. We service Bryan, Johnston, Atoka, and Marshall counties, and Grayson County is overflowing into our space these days. So with the Awareness Month, you probably are seeing lots from us. So we have had flowers for sale. We had a Purple Stars event where we recognized the heroes of Texoma, to take y'all's byline. But we recognized our dispatchers and the people on the front lines of service to our clients. So police, dispatchers, benefactors that support our agency. So it's been a busy month, but we still got plenty more to do.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I was going to say you still got a few more, a couple more weeks until the month is over with. But I know that is such a tough subject to talk about, but especially when somebody is experiencing domestic violence too, that they just feel like they're trapped and they can't really get out of that certain situation. And I know that y'all are a big help when it comes to that.
Oh, absolutely. And it doesn't just affect women. Men are victims too. And it can be everything from stalking to financial abuse, spending your rent at the liquor store, cars being repossessed. A lot of control happens financially before any hands are ever placed.
Yeah, for sure. And so let's talk about it. So you said your coverage area, I think you named all the counties in southern Oklahoma, and then you mentioned Grayson County. So is it just there's a lot of different cases happening in North Texas as well? So
because of the growth of the area in general, the shelters are staying full in Texas. And so, of course, we just service that overflow. Yeah. And likewise, a lot of our clients will go to the emergency room at TMC. And so then we will get the resources here. People will be in Dallas area, but mom still lives at Caddo. And so they are coming up here, and then they seek our services. We go to court with people. A lot of people don't realize that if you need a protective order, restraining order, then we can walk you through that process so that you're never alone. So an advocate will help you with that, help you with everything from diapers to food, and it's no cost at all.
So I don't know, maybe I'll put you on the spot here with this question, but how many people do you think you're helping at one time?
Last year, we served 928 unique individuals.
In 1 year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
That was a 31% increase from the year before.
Oh.
And so we
I don't want to increase.
Yeah. And the funding is going down, which is why we're selling everything from pet calendars to purple mums for the month, you know. But the services in our area alone was 31% growth from 2024 over the 2023.
So I know you have probably several resources and things that you're trying to get out there, including, the Buzz Around Texoma video podcast, trying to bring that number down.
Sure.
Because that's not a good number to increase.
No, most of you all know that we had a domestic violence fatality just 2 weeks ago. It was a homicide in front of small children. Yeah. And so we are leading the way again. Oklahoma's number one in something, and it's in domestic violence related murders. So we are trying to advocate for prevention, let people know the warning signs so that you get out before things get violent.
Okay. Is there any warning signs that we can talk about right here, just in case somebody
absolutely
red
flags? If you are watching each other's 360 relentlessly, if you're asking why someone is late coming home, those all are the predecessors to then control, isolation, that sort of thing. And so we tell all of our high school kids, you don't need your boyfriend's 360. That you just don't. And your mom and dad are one thing, but and don't share your passwords. You don't need to be, they call it digital intimacy.
Yeah.
Well, it's also digital control. So don't be stalking each other's Facebooks. Don't be doing the drive-by to see who's sitting at his house or her house. Those are all things that lead to control.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. Get all that stuff started. All right, so if somebody's watching the video podcast right now, and maybe they're in a certain situation and they're like, I have no idea where to start, how to get out of this situation. How can they get a hold of you guys?
Yes, absolutely. So we're on social media. That's always one of our first entries this day and age. We do have a 24/7 manned phone line. Of course, the police, if you are in a situation, the police are by state law required to call us if it's domestic violence. But just look us up on social and reach out that way. And we are going to start an awareness project that is supposed to start next Monday, the 20th. And we have survivor stories. And so the survivors each day are telling what they experienced, how they got out. And as a part of that, I'm going to be couch surfing.
Okay.
Because I was going to sleep in my car, and everybody was like, no, you're not sleeping in your car. That's not the safest thing to do. But most of our clients spend your time. If you can't go home, what are you going to do? You're calling your best friend, and you're sleeping on their couch. You're staying at the office late, that sort of thing. So as the survivor stories are online, then every evening you'll see what couch I'm going to be on for the night. So hopefully $25 a month will put one family in shelter for that month. It's $3 a day, essentially. And so, if you'll give $25, then I'm going to be couch surfing for at least 5 days. I'll surf longer than that if we make enough money out of it,
Get you through the end of the year, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
All right. Well, Stephanie, thank you so much for coming in. And unfortunately, it's a topic that we have to discuss, but we got those resources how to be able to help some folks out. So thank you so much.
We tell everybody, get out, get help, it gets better.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Stephanie, thank you so much for coming in today. And, of course, we have another guest coming up here on the Buzz Around Texoma video podcast. But first, let's hear from our sponsor. And welcome back to the Buzz Around Texoma video podcast, and got another special guest here with us. We have John Adams with Heart Hospice hanging out with us. How are you?
Great, man. Thanks.
Hey, thanks for being here and going with this probably unprofessional interview that you and I are about to have, but more from me. You're the professional side, but I'm wacky and like to have a good time. But let's talk about Heart Hospice. So I know you got covering the Texoma area, but now let me get this straight. So you're starting to get into the Southern Oklahoma area, right? So you're already established in North Texas?
Yes, in Texas we have like 29 offices.
Oh, okay.
Our main office is in Plano, actually.
Oh, okay.
We also have offices. We have 16 in Indiana and 8 in Michigan.
Okay. And are y'all going for the big cities in Texoma, or are we going for like the rural areas like Blue or Bennington or Boca Chica?
Wherever work we need. Our plan was actually our owner. We were the largest independently owned hospice in the nation, and he is from Oklahoma. So he wanted a footprint here.
Oh, okay.
So Durant is actually a startup office. We just been there about a year, and plans are to advance, that way, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, some of the bigger markets.
Okay. So yeah, just get the South all covered
exactly.
in Texas and Oklahoma. So, well, John, I know that with y'all growing and stuff, y'all are probably looking for additional employees to be able to cover, Texas and Oklahoma and everywhere else.
Yes, to provide the care that we want to provide and expand in all these different areas, which is Atoka, Hugo, Ada. We are in need of some very compassionate RNs, CNAs. And so if you're out there and you have a heart for people, give us a call. We'd love to talk to you about it.
I know a lot of people kind of understand what hospice is, but kind of tell us a little bit about heart-to-heart hospice and what y'all do.
Okay. So basically when a patient has a diagnosis of 6 months or less, and if it runs its natural course, they usually call us in, and we can provide services. We have an RN, we have a social worker, of course, chaplain for the spiritual support. And so we and our CNAs come in and they can help with personal care. So it's really a team effort. It's not just one person. And so we just provide that holistic support to the family.
Yeah, I know, because that's a very tough situation.
Yes.
Especially when you have, 6 months to live or anything like that. So I imagine, the spiritual side of things or just comforting folks is probably pretty big of what y'all do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So my responsibility as a chaplain is I go in to find out, kind of what their faith is, what's meaningful to them, what can I do, For most of our people, I read scriptures, I sing old hymns to them and pray with them and just provide that presence, that caring, comforting presence for them.
So since I'm in church ministry as well, what's your go-to hymnal?
Amazing Grace.
Amazing. I should have known that. I like was it the rolls are called up yonder? I'll be there.
When the rolls come, yep.
I used to play that in church back in the day.
Okay.
You do a little 2/4 beat, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And the trumpet, that kind of,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
I love some hymnals. Those things are good, man.
They are very good.
They're very, very good. All right, this is John hanging out with us, Heart to Heart Hospice. And, you talk about the spiritual side of things, though, but I know they're, from the medical side, like you said, with the RNs and the nurses and all of that. I wouldn't even know where to begin on getting us talking about that, but I know that's a big thing when it comes to, hospice.
Yes, sir.
Obviously.
Well, a lot of people think that hospice is just like for cancer patients.
Yeah.
Which certainly we do that. But now there's different diagnoses. There's certain dementia diagnoses, Alzheimer's, and of course when they hear hospice, they almost think death or like, well, they only got 1 to 2 weeks to live. But that's necessarily not the case. Again, 6 months or less. And then we have some that have been on even longer if we can just show a decline. And so it's covered under the Medicare benefit. A lot of people don't know that. So there's no cost out of their pocket. So the Medicare benefit that you pay in all your life, from your paycheck, it covers the hospice services. And so it's a great benefit. You don't know how many families have told me, I wish we'd got this sooner. Or I wish I knew about this sooner, because we can come in and help provide and give the extra support that they need.
What do you think the percentage is of long-term care that y'all do with hospice? So you were talking about, the fact of maybe you have somebody that has dementia, or maybe they're kind of going downhill.
Yep.
Is it half and half, or does it seem to be like more people that maybe 6 months or less?
It's probably half and half.
Okay.
We do a lot of long-term care facilities or nursing homes, and a lot of our patients there have some kind of diagnosis. Even if the major diagnosis is not dementia, there's a secondary. So we've got a lot of our population today that are older and are having these kind of symptoms.
So if somebody's watching this right now and they're needing some professionals in the hospice area, of course they need to reach out to you guys. So how would they be able to do that?
Well, you can call our office here in Durant at 580-634-7127, or you can go to our website. It's Heart to Heart, spell out heart to heart.com, and you can find all the information. There's a lot of things there that can answer your questions. But if you want somebody to talk to you, just give us a call. We'd love to help.
Another good hymnal is When We All Get to Heaven.
Yes, sir.
That was 55 in the blue hymnal when growing up. You know, that was.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yep.
I'm gonna go sing that now, but we won't do it on camera.
Okay.
I'll spare people on that one. All right. Well, John, thank you so much for coming in and being on the video podcast today. And of course, thank you for watching the Buzz Around Texoma video podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow our channel here on YouTube, and then if you see us on Facebook or any other social media platform, be sure to share it to your wall so that everybody knows about the Buzz Around Texoma and what's going on here in our community that we live in. All right, have yourself a great rest of your day, and we will talk to you Tuesday at noon for another new episode of the Buzz Around Texoma.